Hello, everyone. Mike Fink here. Here are my 5 favorite bets for the upcoming slate ahead. The NHL slate on Saturday. It's a full slate of games. So here are my 5 favorite bets from the upcoming NHL slate. My first one is the Montreal Canadiens against the Ottawa Senators. I like 2 bets from this game. I like the over on 6.5. These are 2 teams that are led by great offenses, and I like the over to cover on this game. Over, it's a high total 6.5, but both offenses has not only been good all season, but they've been playing great recently. Interestingly, Ottawa's defense is allowing 3.9 goals per game, and Montreal's defense is allowing 3.0 goals per game. So defenses have also not been great either. So expect this to be a high scoring game, a lot of fireworks in this one. I like the over, and it leads this is the other bet in this game I like, which leads into my next favorite bet, is the Canadiens money line here. They're minus 130 favorites. They're they're favored in this game. It could go either way, obviously, but Montreal's been playing great hockey recently. They're coming off a few big wins out west. They had a West Coast road trip, and they had a few big wins out there. So I like the Canadiens here. They're playing a Senators team that has been, I would say, hot and cold. They are coming off a big shootout win in their recent game. They're coming off a rough loss against the Chicago Blackhawks on Tuesday. So they've split their last 2. They've kind of found their footing before that with back-to-back wins. So they kind of won 3 out of 4 if you piece it all together. But I like the Montreal Canadiens on their home ice, their first game back at home in a while. I like them to win this game, and they might win it handily, but I would like the money line here, minus 130. It's not great odds, but good enough odds, especially considering Canadians are one of the best teams in the NHL this season. I believe they're 7-3 to start the season. So, or they're 8-3 actually. So I forgot the win there for them, but one of the best teams. I like them both. I like them to win the game and a high scoring game. So those are 2 bets to consider in that game. My next favorite bet is out west. It is the Seattle Kraken against the New York Rangers. And the New York Rangers, oddly enough, are putting together a strong West Coast road trip, or shall I call it Western road trip, where they've beaten the Edmonton Oilers and they beat the Vancouver Canucks as part of their West Coast swing. They lost the Calgary Flames, but they are 2-1 out west. But I like Seattle here. Seattle's been quietly a sneaky good team this season, off to a strong start. And the kicker for this one, the reason why I think you should bet this, is that they are getting good odds at home. If you're getting home underdog odds, that's for a team that's been pretty good to start the season. You take advantage of that. Seattle is going to get you a good payout at plus 115. I like them to win at home, and against the Rangers team that a lot of times the odds get propped up a bit for them. The Rangers, though, interestingly, their offense has not been good this season, struggled a lot. Recently, they found their footing a bit against the Oilers. They scored 4 goals, but I like the Kraken at home. This is a good bet for them. You're going to get a good payout. It's out late, so maybe get a cup of coffee to watch that game, but I like that game. I like them there. My next bet is the under 5.5 on the Stars-Panthers game. And this is interesting because these 2 teams were expected heading into the season to be 2 of the best teams in the NHL. And both have kind of stumbled out of the gate. The Panthers are 5-5-1. The Oilers Panthers are 5-1. The Dallas Stars are not doing too good in themselves either. So in this Panthers Stars game, it's kind of a pick 'em. The Stars are going through that Florida road trip where they lost to the Tampa Bay Lightning in overtime, 2-1. Which, by the way, it leads into why I like the under on 5.5. Is both teams have been great on defense. They've been looked great on defense early on, and they've struggled on offense early on. The Dallas Stars, interestingly, in their last 2 games, have only allowed 2 goals. They shut out the Washington Capitals on Tuesday night, and then they only allowed 2 goals, and with one being an overtime winner against the Tampa Bay Lightning. They are a great defense. They have obviously it's. You've got some you got elite talent on that defense. You've got Jake Ottinger, who's finding his footing recently, who's looking like an elite goaltender in the NHL. So I like this to be a low-scoring game, a lot of defense, not a lot of offense, which is a little surprising if you were to ask me before the season if this would be a low-scoring game. But I like both defenses to step up, and I like the under. It's a low total at 5.5, but I like that total. That's why. I mean, it's surprising, but yeah, it's what I like. And one more bet that I have is the Columbus Blue Jackets money line at home. They're minus 130 favorites against the St. Louis Blues. And this is a bet. The Blue Jackets, interestingly, they're a team that's starting to find their footing also. I think they've won 3 games. I believe they won 3 games in a row, or at least they've won 3 out of 4. So they are starting to get hot at the right time to close out October to start November. They're starting November on the right foot where they're winning some games. So they're finding their footing, and the Blues on the other end, they're coming off an overtime loss, but make no mistake, they've lost 5 games in a row. They are a concerning team to start the season, and goaltending's really been an issue for them. Jordan Binnington has struggled. Joel Hofer, their backup, has been awful this season. There's no better way to put it. So they've struggled defensive, they've struggled on defense, and they've struggled in the net. And the Blue Jackets at home, they're favorites minus 130, so it's not great odds to bet on, but I like them to win this game. The Blues are due for a win, but I don't see it coming against the Blue Jackets team that has found their footing and has played well recently. So look for them to win this game. And if there's maybe some props you want to throw in, maybe some to consider as the over, just because the Blue Jackets offense has also been playing well. The Blue Jackets in their most recent game scored 7 goals. So their offense is maybe starting to find its footing a bit too. So maybe look for the over. There's a possibility the Blue Jackets run up the score against the Blues on Saturday night. All right, that's all I got. Those are my 5 favorite bets for the slate ahead. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to check out all the great work at Picks and Parlays, are both on our YouTube channel and on the site. You can find my picks there. You could find a bunch of great NHL picks there. The NHL season's ramping up a bit, so go check out all the great stuff there. It's an exciting time of year with the hockey season picking up. So that's all I got for now, and hope you enjoyed. And maybe we'll do this again shortly at the next big slate ahead.